unending carpets of green grass, lush vegetation, dams, a pit sand in the middle of the golf course, a place to refresh after a good game, and the sun shining bright. All these are the elements that make a good golf course. You can find it here at the Borrowdale Brook Golf Course. But there's one thing interesting about this golf course. It is also a residential area with houses right inside the course. What is amazing about this golf course is the way it meanders in and around the residential homes. Today, we're going to take a look at one of these homes, a true masterpiece designed by Mr. and Mrs. Neese, and of course, JG Construction being in charge of the architecture and construction. This masterpiece has blended itself truly into its surroundings, making it a highlight or caption point right here at the fifth hole.
We're here at the front of the house that belongs to Mr. and Mrs. Neese. They christened it Imba Nice. Is it Imba Neese or Imba Nice?
It's actually Imba Nice.
Oh, okay, I get it now. This house was actually constructed, and the architectural processes were done by JG Construction, and the man at the point of the sword is Kobe Summerfield. How are you doing?
Great, thanks.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Okay, who is JG Construction?
Well, just to go back to the beginning, we sort of started our construction phase in 1985. We started in the Eastern Highlands of Zimbabwe. Around us, in Nyanga, very, very far out of town, sort of like more of a village than it is actually a town. We had to, because it was so expensive to get natural raw building materials down to Nyanga, we decided to start utilizing the natural materials from around us.
Okay.
Being thatch, which was readily available, and all the stonework, which was readily available. Because Nyanga's up in the mountains, there's a lot of stone, and it's all exfoliated granite.
Wow.
So most of Zim is covered by quite a lot of exfoliated granite. So it was a good building medium for us to actually start utilizing. And that's where we started. We started building cottages out of stone and thatch.
Wow.
We did a development there with 41 houses in it.
Wow. And I can see already this house, you were also responsible for its construction and architecture.
It is something that we're very proud of. It is the first synthetic thatch that's ever been done in the country.
Wow. This is the first synthetic thatch.
That is correct.
Okay.
There is no other synthetic thatch in Zimbabwe. This is the very first one.
Wow.
Commonly used as an alternative to natural thatch, synthetic thatch offers the same natural look, minimum maintenance, up to 1.5 times the life expectancy.
Beautiful. Now, it's almost like it's some of the natural elements of stonework that I see here. They almost mimic what's happening. In fact, they are very, very similar to what's happening next door.
It's a design that will last forever and forever be well and modern within its own environment and be a timeless design. So, the house next door was built in 1999. It's 2015. No one would say that it's an outdated home.
No, not at all.
It still looks like a home that was built yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's that timeless effect that we were very much after in doing a modern designed home for Paul, to try and give it that timeless effect. And we found that using these natural elements and blending it in with the modern designs definitely gives it that timeless look. So in 20 years from now, Paul's house will still appear to be a house that was built last year. We tilted the building to open it out so that our entrance was a grander place than anywhere else.
Okay, hence that glass expanse you've got there. You can literally see that staircase right there. And
yes.
It's almost as if it wants to come out and greet you when you walk in.
It was really to let a lot more light in and bring the outside in and the inside out.
Wow.
The staircase that we've put in there is a very extremely difficult, complicated build that we had to do because we had to incorporate a slide in it
Wow.
for Paul's children to slide up and down.
I hope he might just allow me to slide on it. But, looking at this house, beautiful, big, and, spacious, looks very spacious and welcoming. On into detail really brought light to how this home was actually brought up from the ground to the roof. Could we now walk in and
Sure. Let's
get
go.
a bit more detail on the house?
Let's go meet everyone.
So now, the moment we've all been waiting for when we walk into Imba Nice and get to meet Paul and Miriam Nice and get to enjoy how amazing this house is. But before we jump in, Kobe,
Yes,
I've noticed there's these big granite rocks lying around here as part of the entrance. I mean, isn't that usually found with arid areas and quite a contrast? I mean, this is on wetlands.
Absolutely. You know what we did is we did a bit of a dry sort of area here so that we could drop in some of the building rocks. That's how they actually get delivered when they come on site.
Okay.
And then the stonemasons take those and break them up into smaller pieces, which is what they use to then shape when they're doing the actual building. So they're more sort of here as a bit of nostalgia for Paul, just to remind him about the whole build and stuff like that. And it seems to work very well with the style driveway. Obviously, they're outside stones. So that's the raw sort of granite look that we get before we actually start applying it to the walls. It's probably sipping on a glass of wine.
We can join them as well, you know?
Absolutely. You can actually see quite nicely now.
I was about to say the
And
same
you can
thing.
tell the different colors from all the different exfoliated granite areas.
All right.
Paul, how are you?
How are you?
Yeah, very good, thanks, eh?
Mr. Nice.
How's it going?
Hi, Mox. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mr.
I'm
Nice.
in Venice.
Thanks.
This is great. Thank you so much for having us on Real Houses of Zimbabwe, and it's really a pleasure to be here and just to see your home. Now, Kobe has been telling us that we have a lot that we're going to see in this house.
Okay. Well, that sounds exciting.
So we'll probably join you on the veranda soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Well done. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Paul. I'll just take them for a little walk around and just show them a few of the sort of intricate details, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
that's fine.
100%. Thank you, man.
Wow, there is a lot of detail here.
Yeah, so, obviously you walk in through the entrance straight into your main formal lounge. Again, back to the picture of the whole staircase.
Yes.
And you can now sort of see the slide that we've put in for the 3 young girls. With the staircase well lit up. We've got uplighters lighting up the underside, which is now lighting up this sort of seating area.
This little
Again,
reading
just a-
looks like a little reading.
Yes, it's just a little reading nook to sit back and relax.
Real Houses of Africa will be right back.
You add it to the volcano, and then
Needs a little bit more oomph, my boy. Give me that. Trust me, it's gonna be great.
With its unique multi-layered stain barrier formulation, Plascon Double Velvet gives interior walls a luxurious sheen finish that's stain-resistant and easy to clean, even in the most lived-in rooms.
Where others see a storm, he sees the perfect wave. When some give up, he finds another gear. Where others are facing obstacles, she finds a way through. Where some take the beaten track, she leads the life less ordinary. When others reach the end of the road, he starts the adventure. And where others see a legendary off-roader, we see a new generation. The new Mercedes-Benz SUVs.
SMEG. Technology with style.
We've got a lot of detail in this one particular area. You've obviously got the full mosaics, which is all burnt earth design tiles, which are handmade and hand painted tiles. They're obviously all broken up to turn them into mosaics. For this particular style, we wanted a more picturesque picture instead of just a standard tile. Burnt Earth Designs belongs to JG as well as part of the group.
Wow.
So it's something that we like to incorporate in a lot of our designs.
Out of the natural clay soil comes out this beautiful handcrafted tiles, which makes this home a true masterpiece. I noticed the floor, it's like one big polished rock. What is this?
Yeah, this is floorcrete that we've used on the floors to give it sort of
concrete floor?
Yes, it's just cemented, it's colored cement basically. But it has special hardeners and all sorts of different attributes to it. And it gives it like a mottled look, which makes it feel a lot like marble at one sort of slab, which then means when we put in small carpets, for example, to demarcate this area, we've put in a central piece of carpet, and that there will demarcate what that area is actually for.
Okay.
The same with the borders. We've gone all the way around the borders with some timber, again, bringing in the natural looks from the roof. Because, you know, obviously if you look at the thatch on the interior, we've brought that feel all the way through. But we have to keep in mind that it's going into a modern look, so it's very important to make sure that the flow of all the different styles and the different raw materials and the natural bits and pieces fit together.
Okay, let's look at something that literally captures you when you walk in. The fireplace. I mean, this is very natural, and
it is. You know, it's one of our very sort of ornate type of styles of building. This is done in Zimbabwe ruin style. It is genuine granite that's been handcrafted with a hammer in order to create the shapes of the stones. So it very much similar to the sort of traditional ways that they did it, you know, when they were building Great Zimbabwe.
Let's come to the kitchen here, Miriam's Domain. I see this is not wallpaper, it's that mosaic style of tiling.
Yes, again, some more of our tiles. What this actually is it's the tiles that we break up and we turn into a mosaic pattern. So it is handmade tiles that have been broken up and turned into a mosaic pattern.
This is SMEG. All right.
I mean, it's architecturally, it's a designer piece of kitchenware.
Yeah, some of the most renowned architects have always, like the Renzos, they've always recommended SMEG.
Again, you can see in here, we've got the nice tiles.
Yeah.
And these red tiles, again, they match into.
Oh, wow. Now, this is something.
So from here, it goes into the painting, you see, and Paul had the painting commissioned for the house.
Wow.
Okay, Max, let me take you to the sort of area that I tend to enjoy once I finish the home. Take you up, and we're going around the fireplace.
All right.
This is the little bar area, which Paul really wanted to have. So we've built in a little bar area section here for him. He's got his telly to watch the sports games, the footies or whatever he's into. His jukebox is in here.
Now Paul's my guy. He's a music guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's got all great songs and everything.
All right.
The jukebox is integrated through speakers throughout the house.
Wow.
So you can play either through the TV or through the jukebox all the way around the house. If you have a look up there, you'll see the speakers. The speakers are not something that we wanted to make a feature of, so we try and find something that blends in nice and smoothly with the actual room scene.
They are really blended well, because you know what? I hadn't even noticed.
Okay.
All right.
And then obviously the bar area extends outside for the outside living area. So he's got a nice little section out here.
That natural finish, always consistent.
This is the overhanging parapet. Above here is the master bedroom.
Okay. Just above us.
Just above us here is the master bedroom.
Okay. That angle.
You can feel that angle coming out now.
Feel that angle.
And you can now see how the modern side of the house is more exposed than the thatch side of the house.
Side, yeah.
obviously because that's the style that the nieces liked.
Yeah.
Again, with this turret, we've sort of tried to sort of imitate some of the balancing rocks from a topaz. If, you know, from further back, you will actually notice how it looks like it's a balancing thing off the edge. And again, we go back to the beauty of our country with those balancing rocks that are absolutely amazing. That is what that sort of depicts because of our granite style. So,
whoa, I could almost fall into the pool right here. Tell me about the swimming pool.
Yes. Again, it's done with poolcrete, and it's all the sandstone look to give it the natural look, to give us to make sure you don't dive in and hit it. We've put a design of burnt earth style tiles into the bottom here and around the edge, just to give you your border on your swimming pool.
Something very interesting, the design, consistent with what's happening in there.
Absolutely. We feel it's very important to follow the consistency throughout the building. Outside on the veranda over there, down at the fire pit, you can see a chair. The back of that steel chair has got burnt earth tiles on it. And they're the same tiles that go into the pool. The same tiles that we use to demarcate the borders and the steps.
Oh, wow.
Right, Max, come on, let's go see what the kids are up to in the playroom. How are we doing? Sorry to disturb you. We just came to have a look at your playroom.
That's fine.
Hey, it's full of nice things, hey? Obviously on the walls here, we've got a bit of bright colored wallpaper, just to lighten it up for the kids. It's all in girls' colors because obviously there's 3 girls in the family.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I was mentioning, they can go straight outside. They get nice, airy, feels, you know, when it's hot, you can open it up and the kids can play in and outside.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
So we'll go and start in the guest bedroom. I think that's a good place to start.
Endowed with proudly African art, this speaks volumes about this home.
And we're trying to captivate some of the beautiful views that we have. I mean, it's a very private view that you have here. So we've basically, we've put the bath with some curtains, but we've put the bath so you can actually sit in the bath and view out. Have a nice view.
Have a nice little view of what's happening out there. And the lights are situated in the right kind of place. I mean, when you wake up, you don't want to be feeling in the dark to find the light switch. Yeah.
No, of course not. Again, you know, it's just a small attention to detail. When you're a stranger in a house, you know, and it's dark and you wake up, you want to know that there's a light switch right there.
And the glitter stone. This.
Yeah, straight out of Kariba, man. Again, this is it's like a slate. It comes from Kariba. It's mostly mined in Kariba. And what we've actually done with it, it comes very much like the exterior stone. It comes in all rough sort of shapes. What we do is we actually got a diamond cutter and we cut the stones into different sizes to give us a nice sort of tiered layered effect. It's a lovely tub, made in South Africa, and we brought it up from South Africa. It's a beautiful bath. You can see how we've put the pebbles down at the bottom, and then we've gone again with another burnt earth tile just to demarcate the 2 areas. The burnt earth tiles, we brought the basin to suit the bath.
Okay.
Nice and simple, nothing too crazy.
Feels like you got a dish, you know, which is very traditional and goes with our culture. You know, you wash your hands in a dish.
Absolutely.
And I like the way it is here.
So again, I mean, it's a very traditional thing. It's a very natural thing, and we've brought it and turned it into a modern feature. And something that people should be proud of. I mean, you know, put a modern tap in there and it's changed the outlook completely.
Yeah, totally.
So it's got to be done tastefully. It can't just be randomly done.
Randomly just thrown there, no.
Absolutely not. Right then, Max, come, let's go upstairs. Let's go up the beautiful spiral staircase and let me go and show you some of the other bedrooms upstairs.
Wow.
This is the view.
Real Houses of Africa will be right back.
Welcome to a whole new world, where Samsung LED technology brings you sharper images, deeper blacks, and brighter colors. The ultra-slim, eco-friendly Samsung LED TV, a whole new species of television.
Meet the Moyos. The Moyos are a typical modern family, and just like you, they always need to be connected. You see, Mr. Moyo needs rock-solid internet to share files with the office. But with his home broadband, syncing can take hours. And video conference calls? Forget it. Charlie just wants to download his favorite show. But he may grow old before that happens. And Gran, she just wants to get to level 20. Their home connection is useless when everyone's online. And when the weather turns bad or the power goes off, the Moyos are left disconnected. Zoll Fibronics brings the best fiber internet to your home. Forget buffering, interruptions and delays. Get awesome, uninterrupted service all the time, letting you do what you want online, when you want. Throw in a free landline connection, free handset, free calls, and a free modem, and you've got the best deal on the market. Check out zoll.co.zw to find a package for you or to register your interest. Zoll Fibronics. You deserve to live like this.
Precision Construction, Thatching Specialists, Stone Construction, Interior Designing, and of course, landscaping. At JG Group, attention to detail is our specialty.
This is the picture side of things that we were talking about from
Yes.
outside. You stand up here, it's beautiful. What we've done with this little landing area is we've actually put a little office in here so that we're trying to utilize all the spaces. And I mean, sitting here in an office, looking out that view,
That
is extremely peaceful.
stimulating.
The first bedroom, speakers are here for the music as well.
Music as well.
So, the whole thing's flowing, and this is a beautiful little room for the girls.
And refreshing.
Yeah, you can see the kids fishing, right?
They're fishing, practicing fishing.
The best part of the house. Okay, the space is there, so that you've got plenty of room to move around, lots of place to keep your clothes. The bathroom, you can see we've put a very, very big shower in, just to make it nice and spacious so that you don't need to have a shower door, you don't need to have a shower curtain, you simply stand in your shower and feel very free.
Is that another shower outside?
It is indeed. You can see the sort of Moroccan style wallpaper again from all their travels. It was important that we try to capture some of those experiences for them that they really felt wow with. And this is one of the areas that they felt very well about. You can see their lampshades that they own. So they bought those when they were on holiday. And we've now incorporated from that lampshade, we've created this bedroom because they love those lampshades so much.
Wow. And that view right there, I think this is the crescendo. This is where the entire building transcends in terms of the view. Right here, you can see the swimming pool right below us, and you can even see the pattern, inside the swimming pool, those mosaic tiles, that beautiful fish pond.
It's actually a dam, not a fish pond.
It's a dam.
Yes.
You fished in there before?
I have indeed. There's no point building on such a beautiful place and not fishing.
I hope there are no sharks in there, I'm just saying. Finally, we get to meet Mr. and Mrs. Neath. Tell me, this house, what did it take to bring it up from the ground up? I mean, from not just the financial aspect, but also emotionally and creatively.
Well, I think that it's always been a little bit of a dream to build your own house, and not everyone can do it. And when we bought another house here, when we first were moving here, we always had in mind trying to find a piece of land and building something more us, I suppose. So that's how it kind of started.
Miriam, do you like your kitchen? Do you find it being the kind of space you always love to be in?
The kitchen is always the heart of the home. When you cooking, everybody comes. If you've got visitors, everybody comes into the kitchen. So I think your kitchen's got to be pretty important, and it's also got to emanate who you are, and it's something that people can sit comfortably and relax, and it shouldn't be somewhere where you think, oh gosh, I've got to go into that kitchen. It's got to be calling you, and you're not dragging your feet into the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think kitchens have become more central now. They used to be kind of in a way like a bathroom, but now a lot revolves around the kitchen. And with the kind of the breakfast bar there, quite often if we have friends over,
it becomes the bar.
The ladies will sit at the kind of the bar there and talk to Mariam. And perhaps the men might be out here, or I might be barbecuing. But it's also shared with the dining room. So even if Mariam is cooking in the dining room, she can still have a conversation.
How do you find the barbecuing residential golf?
Well, the fact that I'm a golfer probably is a bit of a bonus. But I think the important thing for us is the security, and the fact that the only reason we have that fence is because we've got dogs. There's no fence out the front, there's no fence between me and my neighbour at the front. I like the fact that Mariam can go on an early morning walk at 6 o'clock and she's safe. You'll see ladies walking around the estate at 8 o'clock at night. So it's a safety aspect, I suppose.
And what are some of the things that you put into the house? From maybe in the past, memories and stuff like that?
So, we've travelled, we've lived like gypsies, we've travelled all over Africa. We've collected pieces, and it's bits of the countries that you can't bring back with you. You can't bring back Ghana, you can't bring back Mauritius or Botswana. It's just the pieces.
When we knew we were coming home, my wife wanted the red cooker, and we liked some of the ironwood furniture, and so we began to buy tables and chairs and furniture and things.
That's nice. And you made this house so home for the kids.
Yeah, I think, look, we didn't want anything, we didn't want a mansion, okay? So, for us, it's big enough, but not too big, all right? And what I quite like is this time of year, you've got some quite nice entertainment area. You can push back the patio doors, and it kind of doubles the size of the living space. And then, in winter, with a double fireplace, it almost is a snug, because it's not a huge lounge, it's not a huge bar area, and the whole area kind of gets warm, but with the log fire and the kitchen going. So, as I say, in winter it's a snug, and in summer it's a much bigger.
Oh, that's beautiful. And let's talk about some of your favorite activities here at home. I noticed the jukebox. You're my kind of guy. The music.
Yeah.
What is some of the music that Miriam likes?
Much different to me. Go on.
Bon Jovi. I like anything. Even Olive Wood. If I could have him on my jukebox, I'd have it.
We've got speakers in most rooms of the house, so you can play the music. And it's a toy, eh? It's a toy. But when you've got friends round, there's something like 600 records on there. it's quite nice to say go and choose some music.
What would you say to Zimbabweans and other people watching from around the world? What would you say to them? They want to build a home, a place where they can go home to maybe after work. What would you say to them concerning how to build that home that you can call perfect, so to say?
Well, you need to be brave, all right, because it's a bit of a mission. And from start to finish, when they're doing the footings to the 3 months where they're doing the fit out, there can be changes made and there's challenges and whatever. So it's not for the faint-hearted, okay? And the other thing that I would probably say you need to watch for is how much you're paying for that house. And to try and tie the builder down to a fixed price contract.
And also source for stuff where you're living.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be surprised at the local talent. I mean, you look at the tiles and, you know, the finish, the wood, the kitchen. It's no use going out of the country when it's actually within your own country. You know, you've got people that are amazing with wrought iron for your balustrades and, you know, your wood for your bar stools and stuff like that. It's all locally available. It's always cheaper locally available.
You know, you've got Architecture Aluminium here. They did our windows. If there's a problem, they can deliver a new window or a new piece, you know, the following day. If it's coming from South Africa, it could be 6 weeks. Romeo Kitchens that did the kitchens and all the wardrobes and the bar and the study. You know, they come back and service it. If there's a problem, they change the piece. So I think, as Mariam has said, you can source most things in Zimbabwe.
By Zimbabwe, indeed. There you have it, guys. We've heard from Paul and Miriam Nice, and now we're going to check out the activities that are happening right now. The kids are swimming. Fine living is attention to detail. So when designing a home, bring in all that love, all those moments from your past, and of course, all those travels and experiences, and you can have a home just like this one, in Nice. It's been a great day here at the Barvale Brook Residential Golf Course. And from me, your host, Mox the Moxinator, the crew behind the scenes, and of course, the girls in the swimming pool, it's goodbye, and see you next time on another episode of Real Houses of Zim.